hello there. Nice for you to join me. Thirsty. Hi, how you doing? Happy Memorial Day. Well, for me it's Memorial Day. For you, it's probably a month after this. Who knows? Today, I'm going to build a cornhole set. If you don't know what cornhole is, Google it. It's pretty much an outdoor lawn game, similar to horseshoes. Pretty much, yeah. And it's with bean bags, and you throw it at a board, and you try to make it in the cornhole. That's it. Okay, bye. So yeah, and then sorry. First off, if you can hear my AC running behind you, I have a mic set up right here that's trying to cut out the AC, but it's a little warm outside right now, so it's been running non-stop. Gotta love the power bill. That's why we're inside today. I even brought the chop saw from the garage in here so I could make a mess in here. For a cornhole set, all I need, Home Depot already has pre-cut plywood the size I needed. Yay! See? That's all you need right here. Is 2 sheets of 2 foot by 4 foot plywood. It's probably a 1/4 inch. You'd probably do 1/2 inch, but I'm like, man, 1/4 inch should be plenty. Most people usually just primer them and then they paint them whatever color they want. I'm gonna stain it so you see the wood grain, but then I'm gonna paint something on it. It's gonna be my own, like, haven't seen this yet, which is a stained wood with emblems painted on it. And the emblems I'm going for, hi, you can't see that, can you? I'm going to use my projector so I can do it perfectly. It's a predator and an alien. What? I know. Alien versus predator, that's what I'm going for. So on each side, one will have an alien, one will have a predator. So I know I'm going to be able to build the cornhole set no problem. It's the getting the clear coat smooth. That's my, like, that's what I want to try. I want to see if I can do it. We'll find out. But luckily, I don't like the whole sanding and the elbow and the pain and whatnot. So power sander, yeah. So we have all that. Have the chop saw. You're gonna need a drill with some spade bits. Ta-da! Carriage bolts. Then I'm going to bolt the legs on so the legs can fold. Pretty much all you need. Well, of course, you need a jigsaw because you're going to have to cut a 6-inch hole in the board. And then for making it perfect, I got a compass to make the 6-inch hole. I have wood glue just to make it more sturdy. It's good stuff. Measuring tape, blah, 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 blah. And then you got studs. This is going to be, I'm going to build the box and then put the plywood on the box, screw it in. Wood fill the holes, which I have wood filler somewhere. That's hard as rock. Dang it. My goal was to not have to go to Home Depot because I have everything I need. But I think there's something wrong with my wood filler. All we gotta do now is start cutting. So I think to start off, we're gonna have to cut the 2x4s. You're going to need 4 4-foot 2x4s and then 4 21-inch 2x4s. And then on mine, since I did 1/4 inch, I'm going to do a cross, like a support right down the middle, and that'll add it so it's not so flexible. I'm pretty sure it won't be, but yeah, I'm going to beef it up a little bit. So yeah, clear all this crap off and let's start cutting some wood. All right, foot, not that one. And this thing would work a lot better if I had power. This is something I just changed on the fly. I realized I have air tools that I never get to use, and it's way easier than screwing mine down the gutter. Alright, I'm gonna nail this together, and then for the top I'm gonna use wood glue, which wood glue, after it dries, it's almost better than nails. It's not coming apart if you use wood glue. So I have a staple gun that's going to make very small holes. The stain and then the clear coat that I'm going to put on it will fill in those holes. So let's put this together. Howdy! Yes, the AC is still on. It's dark outside. Take a break. Okay, anyway, so I got both of them done. Here's one. And here's the other. So right now they're just drying and the setting and all that. I mean, the glue will dry and blah blah blah. But I've been working on the legs. So now you want to make sure this is on a level table. Bottom of the board is the same level as the bottom of the can, so it's all in one platform. And then the reason I'm using a paint can and it's the perfect size because you want to measure to this top corner 12 inches. Boom. So this is the slope that it needs to legally by cornhole regulation be. So now to get this leg cut, I'm going to hang this over the table like so, and then after it's down like that, then from this side, on this side of the leg, I can just mark right there where it needs to be cut. And that's how you figure it out. Okay, that's good enough. So now I have my line drawn, and yeah, we're good to go. Okay, so it's a new evening, and I've done a little bit of work off camera because I had to mess with the legs a little bit. But now I've got them all done. See how they're rounded? Let me show you the original leg. These are my original legs. And I was just like, oh, I'll just do an angle and an angle because I don't feel like getting out the jigsaw and making it smooth, whatever. This will work. It didn't work. So I made 3 more of those. So now they're all the same. I made copies of all of them. So they all went together exactly the same, and it worked perfectly. Pretty much I had to tinker with it a little bit to get it to be just right. And now, when I have the legs all the way out, like that, and then when I set it down, it's like 11.5 inches off the ground. I'm like, oh, it's too short. I wanted it to be from the top of the board to the ground, 12 inches, so it gives it the right pitch. So I'm short 1/2 inch, but I fixed it by making a foot for them. So when they're up like this, I was just going to put like a rod between here and there, like a dowel rod, so they move together. But then I was like, hey, if I'm short 1/2 inch, why don't I just get plywood? I made 2 of them. So when it's up, I'm going to attach this to the bottoms of the board, both feet. So they'll be like that. So it gives me that extra height that I need, and I'm going to mount it just like that. So then it folds in and out. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. And I don't know if you guys have ever used a sanding wheel on a grinder. This is like super aggressive sandpaper. Like, you're only going to use this if you want to do some damage. So there it is up close, and you can see it's just a whole bunch of little flaps of sandpaper glued onto a wheel. So yeah, it's very aggressive, and that's what I'm going to do for the edges all the way around. Like even like right here on these edges, I'm just going to round them a little bit just to make it look good and kind of round the corners a little bit. I mean, you could do this with regular sandpaper, like just give a nice good edge to it, but it's going to take a little longer. Not with this thing. This thing will eat through wood. So that's what's next, but first I'm going to paint all these. I think I'm just going to do them, probably just do them black. And then I'll just show you real quick how well this sander does. How easily it's going to make these edges and corners look really good. Okay, so here we are. I got you extreme close-up on the edge right here, so I can just show you how aggressive this sandpaper is and how fast it'll round your edges. Alrighty, so here it is, all built and somewhat finished, except for one pretty important part. I don't know, how about the cornhole? So I just got done sanding it, got all the edges, nice little bevel on them, and then I got some sandpaper and sanded it down to make it nice and smooth, and all the corners are rounded. I mean, it looks really good. And then I realized I forgot to actually cut the cornhole, the point of the game. So I'm gonna have to cut this real quick. So it's a 6-inch hole. It's 9 inches down from the top, and a foot on each side is the center, and then it's 3 inches to a radius, and then stick it in a circle. Yeah, math, geometry and stuff. So now I gotta get the jigsaw and go ahead and cut this out, and then get out the sander again, and then actually sand this down. It would have been nice if I would already had that cut out when I did everything else. Whatever. So yeah, I got a little ahead of myself. So okay, well after I do that, then it's going to be ready to stain, paint, and then add the alien and predator emblem. Alrighty. Okay, so now that we have them painted and clear coated, which I did the second coat of clear coat outside because man, my house stunk. I'm in my basement. Bad idea. Okay, so anyways, this is a learning process. I've said from the beginning, this is a learning process. In other words, I messed up. No, I didn't mess up. I underestimated how thick the clear coat is. Because I've already wet sanded this one, and it made a big difference. It's smooth. I mean, listen. I haven't wet sanded this one yet. So this one, I mean, look, you can hear the difference. Oh. So yeah, that one definitely came out really good. But I think this is where I didn't really mess up. I just underestimated the clear coat of the Rust-Oleum spray-on clear coat. It wasn't thick enough. I put on 2 coats, and I still sanded right through them, even with 320 grit sandpaper while wet. And so I started getting a little bit of gray dust when I went over this. So that means I was kind of getting into this paint. I'm like, what? I'm already through the clear coat? The sheen on this one is kind of spotty. Like there's a shiny spot right there. You probably can't see it from this angle, but I think it'll work. I just wanted it more of a high gloss. So what I should have done, I have this water-based polyacrylic ultra clear brush on clear coat, I probably should have used this. This would have given it a thicker coat so I could sand it, do another coat, sand it, and my AC is kicked on. Screw you. I'm gonna go ahead and just finish these now because these are mine. But like some of my friends want me to build them, and so I think for other sets, I'm gonna use this. The spray can clear coat is not enough. I would have had to put on 4 or 5 coats, and these two took about a can and a half of clear coat for 2 coats. So yeah, it's all learning experience. So for now, this is good. It's good enough for me to play on, so I'm gonna call it good. All right, so for now, we're gonna end this video here. I think it's been on long enough. You guys probably want to go build your own set now, right? It's fun. Just learn from what I learned. I mean, everything went together perfectly. The stain came out perfect. The paintings came out great. I love the alien. So it all came out really good. It's just, when it comes to the finishing, that's where I'm learning as well. Like the clear coat, knowing now I should have used something thicker, but it works. I mean, it's smooth. I can't feel anything. I can't feel the painting. I mean, it's just like one solid thing, so it's enough to play on. It's enough to throw bags at. Turns out pretty good. So thanks you guys for watching. Until the next project, which actually my next video is probably going to be a guitar video because I've been injured for a while, but now my finger's back to 100%. So now I'm gonna finally play guitar again. So I'm gonna be playing guitar for y'all here pretty soon. All right. And I have some other projects I want to do, but we'll get to those. Okay? Alright, so you guys take it easy, and I'll holler at you later.